I don't say this for them. Again, I'm saying it for my fans, for myself.
Is there anything you wish people knew?
About what?
Any of it? All of it? You?
Plenty.
Happy Eternal Sunshine Week! Yes, finally, we have new Ariana music after it feels like so fucking long ago since we've had Ariana music. I think Positions dropped back in 2020, and I've been waiting eagerly and patiently. Each day that has gone by has been torturous, but no more, because the day is here. I am a loyal ride or die for Miss Ari. I don't have a lot of Ari-nators in my life. I'm the only one I know of. I definitely feel like I live in the wrong part of the earth, because it just kind of blows my mind. How can you not stand one of the most talented vocalists of our generation? As much as I stand by a lot of the decisions that my girl makes, she has made some very, very questionable decisions that I really do not fucking agree with. But regardless, I'm gonna stand beside her. You could never make me hate that woman. So don't even bother coming at me with that slander, because it won't slide around here and it's not gonna work. And if you took a good look at the face and you guessed that most of everything I'm wearing is REM Beauty, you would have guessed correctly. Another reason you will never make me hate this woman. This foundation, this concealer, this under eye balm changed my life. Truly. More of why you can't make me hate this woman. Her music is like fucking therapy for me. My Everything, Dangerous Woman, Have to Thank You Next got me through some shit. And I expect nothing less from Eternal Sunshine. I am ready. Songs that are gonna continue to help me push on this ongoing healing journey that I have been in since 2022. I know that she said this was gonna be part a concept album and also partly her experiences. We're not gonna know what songs are the concept and what songs come from her personal life. That's a tough situation to have put herself in, just because a lot of people will misinterpret meanings of the songs and create their own narratives. First and foremost, I believe that going into it, Eternal Sunshine would be a nod or an ode to Mac, who I miss very much and who I'm sure the entire world misses very much.
If we walk, baby.
It's for me.
No.
It makes me happy.
I'll tell you the story as many times as you want. But we realized that
Another reason that I know I will love this album already is because it is the return of Max Martin. Anything Max Martin touches turns to gold. I am fucking ready for this. I am going to begin. Track number 1, Intro, Ends of the World.
How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship? Aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and own that shit. Wonder if he's judging me like I am right now. I need you want me there if the morning, if it all ended tomorrow, would you be the one on mine?
I loved that fantastic start to the album. It begins with a question. How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship? Girl, I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way. But you know where she really got me? Aren't you already supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and own that shit? I feel like she answered her question with that though. Like it is supposed to be like an intuitive feeling. If it feels right, if it feels wrong. And I've definitely been a victim of knowing that it felt wrong but staying anyway. If it all ended tomorrow, would I be the one on your mind? If it all ended tomorrow, would you be the one on mine? If you know the world is gonna end and you just want to know if the last person that you romanticized, would they be thinking of you as it's all about to go down?
stupid bitch. Stupid bitch.
Track number 2, Bye.
At least I know how hard we tried, both you and me. Didn't we? Didn't we? Bye, bye, bye. It's certainly bittersweet. This time feels too
I love Bye. Hardest song to write, I think Bye. I didn't want it to sound like a fuck you. I wanted it to sound like I need to leave, so bye. I think growing up you want what you don't have. Like my parents got divorced for all the right reasons. They weren't supposed to be together. And you kind of crave when you grow up the happily ever after, the one is the one is the one. So you ignore all these issues and you cling on to that fairy tale. I want to have the strength to say bye kindly when something isn't fucking right. It's as simple as that. It is like a sad thing to say goodbye, but because it has a disco sound on top of it, it's more like an empowering track. When she said, "I'm taking what's mine," oh, the way I wish I could relate to that. I pulled up to this man's place to give him back all the stuff that he gave me. And my intention was also to get back my stuff that I bought with my money. But because of unfortunate circumstances, I wasn't able to get my stuff back. But it was also the fact that he didn't even bother to say, hey, you know what? You took the time to come bring the stuff that I bought. Let me go inside and get your stuff right now. No, none of that. There was none of that. We need a do-over, and we need Bye to be playing in the background while I go and get my stuff back. Track number 3, Don't Want to Break Up Again.
Turn up the TV, you don't wanna hear me. With your hand, it's breaking my heart. This situation just ends, but I just get confused. I don't wanna break up again. My own codependency, but you didn't even try. When you finally did, it was at the wrong time. Wanna abandon me again. I hope you'll still be fine.
Don't Want to Break Up Again is kind of like the hangover of Bye. Because in Bye, I say, at least we know we tried, didn't we? The two of us, we did good. And then in Don't Want to Break Up Again, it's like, you didn't even try till the end. Can we talk about, I fall asleep crying, you turn up the TV, you don't want to hear me. This chorus is such a vibe. I love this chorus so much. But can we talk about what really took me out? This situationship has to end. The fact that she's comparing her marriage to a situationship, heartbreaking. That is soul crushing. Blame my own codependency, but you didn't even try. When you finally did, it was at the wrong time. I get what she's saying. We all get what she's saying because we have all been there before. We go from wanting to only remember the positive things about somebody, but when you spend so much time away and you distance yourself from all of it and you really start to reflect, you realize how shitty they really fucking were. And now that you are alone and dealing with it by yourself, you realize how much you really fucking put up with and how much of your kindness and love was taken for granted and taken advantage of, really. She's not breaking up with someone, she's literally getting a divorce, but not all of us can relate to that, so I could see why it would be titled Don't Want to Break Up Again instead of Don't Want to Get a Divorce. Track number 4, Saturn Returns Interlude.
Hits her over the head, hits her over the head and says, wake up! It's time for you to get real about life and sort out who you really are.
No, she's real for that, really. I have maybe 5-ish more years until I turn 30, and I would really hope that I know who I am by then. Track number 5, Eternal Sunshine.
I don't care what people say. We both know I couldn't change you. I've never seen someone lie like you do. So much even you start to think it's true. Hope you feel right when you're in her. I felt it when he's on my side. You're just my eternal sunshine, sunshine. So I'd rather forget than know for sure what we could have fought through behind this doors. It's like a big move. Hope you feel right when you're in her. Deep breaths, tight chest, life, death, rewind. Life, death.
So it seems like Mr. Dalton Gomez is a cheating little bitch.
How dare you!
Hope you feel alright when you're in her. A man that would cheat on Ariana.
What I don't understand is how can this be the same guy that she wrote POV about, 6:30, obvious, West Side, Safety Net, Love Language. How can this be the same fucking guy? That is crazy. That is insane to me. How do you go from that to this? This is exactly why I hate men. They are over. I am so over it. They are done for. Done.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of this fucking world. I'm sick of all you fake motherfuckers. Be real.
I think the only thing I'm gonna ignore is I found a good boy and he's on my side. I don't know, there's something about Ethan that looks a little fishy to me. Like, he just looks like he has like an evil personality, like something like really dark and twisted. I don't know how to explain it. Vocally beautiful song, emotionally distressing for me. I'm gonna have a hard time with this one in the dark with my earbuds and nobody around me. Track number 6, Supernatural.
I want you to complain it, I do. What are you waiting for? I think I'll smoke this way inside me.
Supernatural. I think what bothers me is the image of the man that I know she wrote this song about, and so it's hard for me to enjoy this. I'm trying to not think about it, but it's really hard not to. Don't get me wrong, I'm vibing with the song. It's a good song. It's not something I love right now, but that is only because I can't relate to it. I just don't feel this way about anyone right now. But I can definitely see myself being obsessed with Supernatural once I find the right guy to envision when I'm listening to this. Yeah, it really bothered me. Nothing else felt this way inside me. I don't want to think about her and Ethan doing anything. Track number 7, True Story, and I'm really excited about this one. I have heard it before when it was leaked.
This is a true story about all the lies you fantasize about you and I. This is a true. I'll play the villain if you need me to. I'll play the bad girl if you need me to. If it makes you feel better.
R&B Anna. Yes. She fucking ate this one up. It's so good. Bro, True Story. That is my fucking song. I love a good villain anthem. There's so many men in my life that have villainized me. In their own imagination, I am this terrible girl. It's called Projection. It's called Projection, babe. A music video for this? Oh my god, please make it happen, please. I want to see her do a live performance for it. I want to see merch for True Story. I am gonna be the #1 True Story stan. Track number 8, The Boy Is Mine. Another bad girl anthem. I know she said it's supposed to be like the sister track to True Story. It's definitely her making fun of the homewrecker accusations. I love that she didn't just do a song that was like, you are wrong, let me prove to you why. No, she said, I don't need to prove shit to y'all. She said, okay, I'll play the homewrecker, I'll play the role. I didn't think of the man's ugly face while I was listening to The Boy Is Mine. Supernatural just doesn't go as hard as The Boy Is Mine. I think it's because Supernatural is like taking itself seriously, whereas The Boy Is Mine, more so her playing with the hate train and the lies and the fake gossip made up about her. So badass for her to just like take her power back and be like, I am that girl, and what? This is the side I always want to see from that girl. Dangerous Woman is my favorite album, my favorite era. It's an interpolation of Brandy and Monica's The Boy Is Mine from the 90s. She took a classic, made it her own. Track number 9, which is the first single, Yes and. I've loved Yes Ands from the beginning. And I remember I screamed so fucking loud when I heard, your business is yours and mine is mine. Why do you care so much whose dick I ride? Yes and is gonna go down as a classic. Mark my words, when I am 50 years old, Yes and will still be that bitch. Track number 10, We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love.
I'd like to just pretend me and my truths, we sit in silence. Baby girl, it's just me and you. Don't look kind of painting, yet I'm still here hanging on what you made.
I think We Can't Be Friends needs to grow on me. I will say I love the instrumental more here on We Can't Be Friends. These strings are beautiful. And can we talk about the music video? Like, Evan Peters? It's fucking Evan Peters. Like, what I would hope and wish for, I don't know if Evan Peters is single right now, but if he is, I think Ariana needs to ditch Ethan and go get Evan Peters. The song itself is not what made me cry. It was the part in the music video where she is on that chair and she is crying, and it's like, I felt that so deeply. I know the music video is replicating Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. People believe that Evan Peters is supposed to be playing Dalton Gomez. I don't know, I feel like there's another different interpretation that is not that. There's like the pink band that was Myron's, which was Mac's dog that he left with Ari. And that was one of the things that was in the box. I did see a comment on a TikTok that she wants to forget everything in her life that has happened, but she doesn't want to forget Mac. I think, you know, that's the meaning that I want to go with. I think the most telling part that it's a song about Dalton is the you cling to your papers and pens, which could be the divorce papers. It could be because Dalton's a realtor and he sells houses. I don't know. I mean, that's just where my mind goes to. I just need to listen to the song a few more times until I get it. But so far, A+ for casting Evan Peters in this video. Like, if it doesn't happen, like, what is stopping her from, like seriously, like, I need my girl to really think this through. Track number 11. I Wish I Hated You. I am nervous about this.
Send them your way, hoping life brings you no new pain. I wish I hated you. I wish that weren't true. Wish there was worse to you. I wish you were worse to me. Yeah, I wish I hated you. Our shadows dance in a parallel plane. Try to, and no matter how I want to, and no matter how easy things could be if I did, and no matter how guilty I still wish I hated you.
Alright, well, she really took me there. I Wish I Hated You took me back to this really unhealthy attachment that I had to this guy that I met 2023. Knew him from spring through summer. It was extremely short-lived. I know to him it meant nothing. I know to him it was very like unimportant and very irrelevant, but to me it was very impactful and it meant actually quite a lot to me for personal reasons that I can't disclose in this video that is going to be public on the internet. Even through all the weird shit that he did and the huge amount of disrespect that he constantly served my way, I don't completely hate him, and I know that I should, but like, I'm incapable of feeling that, which is interesting because I definitely hate other men that came before him. Like, I have so much hate in my heart for those men, but when it comes to him, for some reason, I barely feel hate. An interesting thing that Ariana's singing about, where it's like there's going to be people that are always going to have a piece of your heart, even if they are completely not deserving of it at all. It has to obviously be about Dalton and how she wishes that he would have done worse. We can hear like her cracking towards the end, where you can kind of hear that she's trying so hard to hold back from crying. I think I saw on Twitter that she said she would never perform this live, which makes sense actually, because if she could barely get through it in the studio, there's no way she can make it through live. This production is very minimal here. The focus really is just Ariana's vocals. Grieving would be much easier if we hated a person. I don't need to pretend that you're a monster to make peace with this ending. That's what that song is. And it would be easier if you were it, but it can have not been right, and that person can still be a good person. And I think that's a really important song to write. She's so right about that. They may be the villain of our story. They have their own demons. They have their own traumas. So I really like that about her. You know, she's a much better person than I am. Track number 12, Imperfect for You.
How did we know we'd rearrange all the cosmos? Fucked up, anxious, too much, but I love you like you need me to. Imperfect for you, messy, completely deep, stressed, but I'm not like that since I met you. Imperfect for you.
It's a really cute song. I'm not gonna lie. I am trying not to think about the ugly man that it's written for. If I completely like take the song and remove that from it, so fucking beautiful, and it makes me hope that type of love comes into my life someday. You take me for all my flaws. I'm perfect for you. It really takes me back to the Yours Truly era. It has a lot of like oldies vibes to it. Messy, completely distressed, but I'm not like that since I met you. Imperfect for You. It's cute. It's very cute. But oh god, I really hope that this is not the man she stays with. Please. I really hope that she doesn't marry this man. I hope that she doesn't have kids with this man. Like, I'm praying on it. I hope she comes to her senses soon, because we are not having this. We cannot have that. I'm grateful for the music, Ethan, but at some point you gotta go, and you gotta go fast. The last track is Ordinary Things featuring Nona.
We could go buy the champagne in California. No matter what we do, it's never gonna be. When I hear what the critics say, you hit just like a green light. When I am ordinary things, ordinary things for you.
I mean, I could have packed up and left many times, you know, not that we never fought. You can overcome that, you know. Never go to bed without kissing goodnight. It's the worst thing to do. Don't ever, ever do that. And if you can't, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you're in the wrong place. Get out.
Yeah, it's basically like you're so in love with your partner that no matter what you guys do, you'll never be bored. I love Nona's outro. She's basically saying you're gonna fight. Like, it's gonna happen. Never go to bed without kissing goodnight. That's the worst thing to do. And if you can't, and if it doesn't feel right to do it, then you're in the wrong place. Get out. Wise woman that Marjorie Grande is. Really is as simple as that. Like, humans, we're so simple, yet we really overcomplicate things when we don't really have to. If it doesn't feel right, it's not it. It's not for you. I really wish I could go back in time and tell myself that I would have saved myself 2.5 years. Like, if it doesn't feel right, just go. But I've learned that now you gotta start putting yourself first. And even though something is convenient or comfortable for the time being, there's no worse thing than wasting time. Time is so valuable. Time goes by so fast. Go and live your life with better people that will actually treat you better. So that pretty much concludes our listening party for Eternal Sunshine. Sonically, it is a R&B pop, dance pop, Europop. Definitely a mix of these very emotionally driven tracks versus the more high energy dancey songs. So I'm gonna do a top 5. My number 1 is going to be True Story. My number 2 is The Boy Is Mine. My number 3 is I Wish I Hated You. My number 4 is Eternal Sunshine. And my number 5 is Imperfect for You. It's gonna change. It's definitely gonna change. Now we're going to do an updated version of my ranking of Ari's discography. My number 1 is always going to be Dangerous Woman. My number 2 is My Everything. Number 3 is Positions. My number 4 is Eternal Sunshine. My number 5 is Thank You Next. My number 6 is Yours Truly. My number 7 is Sweetener. So do I think that this new music was worth the wait? Yeah. I don't know when she's gonna go back on tour. It would be my first time seeing her. Whenever that is going to happen. And hopefully it's soon. I don't see it happening soon because of Wicked. All I'm gonna say is all the people that got on that hate train, on that home record train, I really hope that y'all stay home. Don't buy tickets. Stay home. The ugly man has to go.
You gotta go. Like, today.
Let's give Evan Peters a chance. But even if Evan Peters is not single, like, literally anybody else, anybody but this guy, anyone, there had to be someone better looking on that Wicked set. There had to be. Like I said, I don't have any Arianator friends, so if you want to be my friend, all my links will be in the description. You should let me know what your favorites are. Final thoughts, AG7, yeah, Max Martin, the man that you are. Keep doing that. You are a light in this world. Bye.